So this one had an error that I didn't pick up in first hour. So for first hour, I just threw away the question. I did tell third and fourth hour the correction, so I expected everyone to be able to do it. And the correction was this here. This the denominator says cotangent squared. It should have been cosine squared. So I'm going to start on the left hand side. Looks like a more complicated fraction on the right hand side, but doesn't really matter. I see a lot of trig functions being squared, especially attached to the number 1. So that usually means Pythagorean identity. Well, the numerator, cotangent squared theta plus 1, that's just straight up cosecant squared. Don't have to do anything fancy. And then the denominator, cosine squared minus 1, that's slightly different. So let's recall Pythagorean identity in its basic form. It says cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta equals 1. But this says cosine squared theta minus 1. So in order for that to happen, we must have subtracted the 1 from both sides. And then subtracted the sine squared over. So we can see, according to Pythagorean identity, that cosine squared theta minus 1 is negative sine squared theta. Now, we should know in the numerator here, cosecant squared, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So a cosecant squared in the numerator is the same thing as a sine squared in the denominator. And of course, sine squared times sine squared is sine to the 4th power, which is precisely, that looks like 4 theta, should be an exponent, there we go, which is precisely what we are looking for. There we go.